Tyler, I don't know about you, but the news these days gives me an instant, massive headache sometimes, you know? But I understand that keeping up with what's going on in the world is important, which is why it's time for another edition of Sad News. So my guest Tyler and I, you like that? You like that, didn't you? My guest Tyler and I are gonna read some absolutely real headlines. And as always, I ask that you prepare yourself mentally because these are really and truly very sad.
I like sad stories, though. Okay, all right. Fine.
You'll love these.
Okay. I'll love the sad stories?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Lily, I'm following you. Let's go.
How can you feel the highs if you don't experience the lows?
I'm with you.
Okay, here we go. Sad news. Scientists say that bumblebees are dying because they're too fat to mate.
The sad news. An Elvis Presley lookalike stole a fake vagina from a New Zealand sex shop.
Sad news. A prostitute called the police after the man she was having sex with demanded a refund.
I know her. Sad news. A French celebrity chef is suing the Michelin Guide after being demoted for using cheddar cheese.
Sad news. A woman rescued a kitten, not realizing the kitten was actually a bobcat.
I knew her too. Sad news. A charred body was found in the rubble of a porta potty in Florida after it exploded, said the neighbor.
Our land that borders that land is all burnt now.
So sad.
Sad news.
Sad news.
A woman who was attacked by a bison was with a man who was previously attacked by a bison.
And I knew her too. Sad news. A pub in England invited 400 men named Nigel to a special party to, quote, celebrate Nigelness.
What's sad about that?
They were actually named Nigel.
Of course, of course. Sad news.
Sad news.
A lawsuit in Texas claims a car salesman farted in his co-worker's face and pinched his nipples. He said he did it to reinforce dominance.
Sad news. A new study has found that men don't recycle because they don't want people to think that they're gay. That is so phobic and wrong. That's so wrong.
And finally, sad news.
Sad news.
A painting of Channing Tatum's scrotum just sold for $6,000.
That is very sad.
That was sad news, everyone.